Hey guys, it's News 603 and Fake Thriller, and we're bringing to you another follow-up review, and this time we're doing the Famas, or also known as the Famas, also known as call it whatever the fuck you want, because who gives a damn.
Yeah, the Famas I think is the most commonly used term. Yet I like to call it the Famas. But regardless, the Famas is one of the more interesting weapons in Battlefield 3 because it came out overpowered, and then it got hit really hard with the nerf hammer or bat, whatever you want to call it, and then it got buffed a little bit better.
Yeah, it's kind of been all over the place.
And then when Close Quarters came out, it had even more of a resurgence because of the Close Quarters maps. It became decent again. So, what do you think? I mean,
Well, to kind of go back on the history, this is actually our second follow-up review for this gun. And we felt it had to be revisited, and that was actually driven by one of my Weapon Request Live episodes where I had to use the Famas, whatever you want to call it. And I was actually really surprised. I thought it was going to be kind of a troll class because last time I'd used it, it wasn't good. And I'd vaguely remembered people saying, hey, by the way, this is actually pretty good now, you should try it again. And, coinciding that with the Weapon Request Live episode, it was like, this gun is actually a lot better than last time we played it. So I think it's time we revisit it yet again. And I gotta say, pleasantly surprised. I think DICE did a good job of toning back what they did to it in that initial nerf. Because let's face it, it went from like borderline OP to why the fuck would you use this?
yeah, it was like, I mean, it's like your character was trying to balance on one foot when he was shooting it. 'Cause it would like knock you on your ass when you would pull the trigger. But the game you're watching is a team deathmatch on Grand Bazaar, and as you'll see, I do exceptionally well. And some of the things that you want to notice now is the gun still fires insanely fast. The fire rate is through the roof, and the recoil is there if you hold the trigger down. But what we found, or at least what I found, and what you should see in the video, is the slightest of taps on the trigger will still send 2 or 3 bullets almost directly where you're aiming, making the gun incredibly effective at medium range. So I'm actually pretty pumped about the Famas. I was using the red dot sight, the foregrip, and the heavy barrel, and I'm not 100% sure if that's the most efficient class to be using, but I was doing great.
Me personally, I was using the foregrip, and I couldn't remember what the stats were. I'm pretty sure it's strictly vertical recoil, so I don't think the foregrip really was going to benefit you whatsoever, and I'll allow you guys to correct me. And let's face it, I don't even need to say that. You guys are going to correct me anyway in the end.
You're so bitter.
It's funny to me because no matter what I say, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And what else did I use? I used the red dot sight, and I was toying between the laser. Actually, no, I think all I used was the laser sight. And even with the laser sight, like hip firing, I felt the need to still aim down sights because the recoil, while it was buffed, so it's not as bad as it was after the initial nerf. I still felt that it had a good amount of recoil, which is fine. It suits the gun perfectly given the fire rate you get. But I don't know. I just felt like I still wanted to aim down sights all the time. It's a habit that I've gotten into. I don't know. I feel like that when I aim down sights, I still have a better chance than I do hip firing in most cases. And it might not be true, but I'm comfortable with that.
Well, that's what it comes back to. Is you have to be like really disciplined when you're playing using the Famas, and you gotta make that judgment with every engagement whether or not it's going to be most efficient by hip firing, or if it's going to be best to aim down sight and deal with the crazy recoil. And when you do aim down sights, you need to have the patience to tap the trigger because, or aim almost at their knees and let the recoil drive a line right up through them, and hopefully they're dead by the time you're done shooting. So overall, it's not the gun that it used to be in any way. They still kept the ammo capacity nerf. It's still at 26 rounds. I think it's 25 plus 1.
Yes.
And I felt that occasionally because those moments when you do get a little heavy on the trigger finger and you run out of bullets really, really fast, you got to switch to your sidearm. And that's the other thing, when you do run out of bullets, you have a painfully long reload time that the Famas has always had. So it's not a 5-star gun by any means, but I mean, what do you think?
I think it's a 4. Like I can confidently say it's a 4. I know I didn't sound very confident, but let me try it again. It is a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with calling it a 4 to 5. It kind of has that learning curve that everyone talked about with the AN94, although not quite as bad. You just really need to kind of take a couple of games and figure out where its happy place is. And it's really not that hard to figure out. It's just not as readily apparent in the Famas as it is in other guns.
Well, and I'll tell you what the difference between the Famas and the AN94 is, because it almost seems like we're painting the picture of just use it as a burst fire weapon and it puts 2 bullets right on target. And that's essentially the AN94. But the difference is the ability for the Famas to be incredibly at delivering an incredible amount of damage in the close range hip fire for those like panic moments and stuff like that. So it's a different beast, but I understand what you're saying.
Right. So yeah, me personally, I think it's a solid 4. It's certainly a lot better than the last time we reviewed it in that previous follow-up review, or the first follow-up review, however you want to look at it.
Yeah. It's our 3rd Famas video.
Yeah. It's definitely worth your time. You know, I'm assuming this thing will rate face in the close quarters maps, so that's always worth looking into.
Yeah. And we actually just got done playing a Op Firestorm Rush defense game where I was, to give you an idea of the range, I was picking people off with steady burst fire from one roof to another. So you know how everyone likes to climb up on the roofs. So it's got some decent range, and you'll see in the video I get some okay long shots, but you're not gonna get AN94 accuracy at range. But if you can kill people, it's got assault rifle damage. So.
Yep. I like it. It's certainly not my go-to gun, but if I picked it up in someone else's kit, I wouldn't be disappointed. I'd be like, okay, I can make this work.
Yeah, so I would give it a 4 as well, and we're pretty much running out of time. So I'd give it a 4, and what do you think for a setup? You want to keep a normal zoom sight, like a red dot or holographic.
Yeah, I agree with that, and on top of that, you really, really want someone in your squad that's a support player, because you will chew through ammo so fast at this fire rate. And I'm not even sure squad ammo is going to help you out that much.
No, yeah, you definitely want support. So anyways, guys, let us know what you think of the Famas in its current form, and whether you use it or not down in the comments below, and we will catch you guys in another video.
Later, guys.